Objectivism is a philosophy originated by Ayn Rand. Born in St. Petersburg, Russia in 1905, she lived through the Bolshevik Communist Revolution, eventually escaping to America, where she went on to write her famous novels The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged. What is philosophy? Philosophy is a systematic approach to understanding the universe and man's place in it. It addresses the big questions like, who are you? How do you know? What should you do? What is right and what is wrong? What is beautiful? What is the purpose of life? To Ayn Rand, philosophy was a science whose principles could be proven and applied. So what are the key principles of objectivism? They fall into 5 categories. Metaphysics. This concerns the nature of reality. According to Rand, quote, reality exists as an objective absolute. Facts are facts, independent of man's feelings, wishes, hopes, or fears. Here, objectivism embraces an objective reality consisting of the natural world, not a supernatural realm. There is no dichotomy between mind and body, and each of us has free will. How do we discover the world around us? That's where epistemology comes in. Objectivism holds that reason is our only means of understanding the world. Logic lets us identify what is and what is not. Now that we know, what do we do? That's where ethics comes in. Objectivism holds that there is no greater moral goal than achieving one's own happiness. This is the most revolutionary and the most misunderstood aspect of objectivism. Rand thought that man should pursue his rational self-interest, or as she provocatively put it, the virtue of selfishness. This means you don't sacrifice yourself to others and you don't sacrifice others to yourself. You don't act rudely or thoughtlessly, you don't lie or cheat. If you do those things, no one will want to be around you or trade or deal with you. And that's hardly in your long-term self-interest, is it? Since we're social beings, how do we organize ourselves in society? That's where politics comes in. The objectivist approach holds that laissez-faire capitalism is the only system compatible with a respect for individual rights, especially property rights, without which no other rights are possible. And unlike anarchism, it calls for a strictly limited government in order to secure protection of those rights. Objectivism calls for the complete separation of economy and state in the same way and for the same reasons that we have the separation of church and state. A flourishing society requires not just individual freedom, but an exalted culture with inspiring art to convey moral ideals. That's where aesthetics comes in. The objectivist approach holds that art should be recognizable, meaningful, not nihilistic or purposefully ugly or mundane. Romantic realism best describes the objectivist aesthetic, using realistic stories, music, and paintings to highlight the heroic character of man, presenting reality not just as it is, but as it might be and ought to be. Such art captures a benevolent universe in which man overcomes obstacles and achieves his goals. Objectivism presents an artistic vision, but objectivism is not a work of art. It is a philosophy, a science, and like any other science, it's open to further discovery and elaboration. As Ayn Rand herself said 5 years before her death,
the elaboration of a system is a job that no philosopher can finish in his lifetime. There is still an awful lot of work to be done.
It's in that open and benevolent spirit of exploration and inquiry that we invite you to gain a deeper understanding of objectivism and apply its principles to your own life.
At the Atlas Society, we've set out to engage 1 billion young minds with the ideas of Ayn Rand. You can help by tapping that subscribe button, and don't forget to give this video a like below.